am a CPA in public accounting, and when I travel for business, it is usually one of two things. It's either going to see clients, or it could be some type of continuing education. The first two that deals with clients are usually a day or two at the most. Some of them could be the same day. You know, I don't live in Atlanta. I'm usually flying into Atlanta, so it's to, you know, deal with ride share or catch a ride wherever you need to go, or rarely would you do a car rental.
More and more now, we're relying on Uber just to get in and out faster. Occasionally, it depends on where we're going. If we need to drive around or go to different locations, then we might rent a car once we're there.
For business trips, I typically have a chauffeured car pick me up, either at work at home and drop me off at the airport.
I know when I worked for Arthur Andersen in Atlanta, I would park at my office and then just take the train in. So I could take the train in, and then I could take the train back and then get my car, so I didn't have to deal with parking. Creates a lot of delays and unpredictable delays, because once again, you're on very tight schedules, right? You have commitments and things you have to be at.
We time the flights to get in and get straight to a meeting. There's usually not a lot of downtime.
And really, it's time dependent. So I'll research ahead of time. If I have very little time to get to where I need to go.
To be honest, I don't really look up beforehand. That just takes up way too much planning.
That when you come to parking, it's going to be more around the origination. Those people that are originating from Atlanta's airport, for that real short-term parking, because you want to be close and get in and get out. And those folks definitely want speed and convenience. And it'll be interesting to see how much business travel really comes back, because I think that most people figured out that you can get a lot done through video conferences like this, you know, because for the past year and something, we've all had to adopt into technologies that we haven't really adopted into. So I don't think that business travel as a whole will come back to the magnitude that it was. We're more technology forward. So we've been pretty much adopting in that, just because it's expensive and it's time consuming. And for what we do, that's not a good equation. People don't like to pay you to sit on an airplane. And now it's even more so challenging because it's not fun to begin with, and then we're going to add all the mask mandates and all the restrictions, you know, the airlines restricting some of the perks. You know, if you're a business traveler, you know, you like to sit in first class and get a drink while everyone's getting on, but that's not happening since the pandemic.
I like airports that have a variety of you know, food, just because sometimes you just want to pick up something, you know, you get on a plane.
Just to let you sit in first class and give you a cocktail or a drink or a beverage or food or something while everyone got on. Now you have to sit there supposedly and just have your mask on the whole time. All the vendors of the airport have everything designed for loyalty members, which, you know, call that code for business travelers, because they generally travel more.
So we do have access to lounges. We do have, obviously, all transportation, local transportation is taken care of, just because it just makes it a little less painful experience.
But once again, all the vendors are more designed for it. The airport is not, so they don't make any differentiation between a business traveler and a non-business traveler. Once you kind of get past check-in and get up to the gate, you know, just the same. Whether you fly, you know, 200, 300 flights a year, or you like flying for the first time with a family of 12. Anything the airports can do to, I don't know if they can or can't because they're federally regulated, but they can differentiate the masses by customer type.
If it's the end of a very busy trip, then I am exhausted, and it is as little thinking as I humanly can from the minute I get to the airport to get on the plane, just because I am at that point exhausted.
And once again, is that business travel is kind of brutal. It's fun for the first time or two, and then it's just a slog, you know. You're fighting in airports, you're fighting traffic, you're living in a hotel room, you know. So if you do it a lot, it's a little bit aggravating. You're not there for fun or leisure. At the end of the day, it's work. You know, you get as many perks as you can out of it, but it's work, and you'd rather be doing something other than work.